Today is a good day to draw today, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I draw and practice drawing faces and how I break down the forms and the simple shapes. So let's just get right into it. Yes, sir. So I think I messed myself up. When I first started drawing, I was not drawing from life, I was not drawing from reference, and I probably could have been a lot better earlier on when I first started drawing if I would have used reference to draw faces and portraits. And so that's what I'm doing here. I have a few reference images I'm using to draw some portraits, and the sooner you get reference, the better. Here is a drawing I did when I first started in my old sketchbook, and you can tell how much I have improved from then, but more importantly, I could have improved a lot faster if I was drawing from reference. And so it's important to draw from life first and then go in and stylize it. You can see in the time lapse here that I'm going for more of a semi-realistic kind of a style. I'm not trying to draw anything too perfect. I'm not trying to draw anything too realistically. I just want to have fun with this, be loose. It's just a sketch, and so if it's a bad portrait, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep moving on to the next one, and sometimes I'll even redraw a portrait that I didn't like. And so, yeah, I did these four. Next, I'm just about to show you how I go about breaking down the form of the head and how I use basic shapes to practice drawing portraits. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I actually break down the form of the head. So I'll copy and paste this picture over here to Clip Studio, and this is what I do to draw the human head. I'm gonna grab a red color and just draw over the image. These are the shapes that I see when I practice drawing the head, and so hopefully this helps you out when you're just starting out and trying to figure out how to draw it yourself. So first things first, I like to draw an oval, not a circle, more like an oval shape. Depending on where the person is looking, that oval is going to shift. But I want to imagine that instead of just a flat oval shape, it's not just something flat. It's going to be in a three-dimensional space, because I don't want to draw anything flat. And so I'm going to draw guidelines around this shape like this, and this represents the form of that shape. And so it's super simple. And when you start seeing these shapes in the head and whatever you draw, it can make it a lot easier to draw your subject matter. And so after that, I like to plot in the side of the head, and it's going to intersect these lines here, and that represents the side of the head, and it would be the same thing on this side over here, but because the person's looking this way, we don't see that on this side. So for this portrait, we just see that one side of the head, so I draw that, and then after that I like to plot the middle of the face, the jaw. It's pretty much coming down from right here. Same thing on this side. Just some vertical lines, easy to understand. And then basically just draw this jaw shape here. And I have a basic understanding. So it's basically just three shapes that I plot out. But that's just for the big shapes of the head. So we have the head, the side of the head, and then the jaw. So after that, we can plot out the even finer details. I'll use a black color. And so this is where I have learned to start breaking down the shape of the front of the face. It's almost like a faceplate. So if you go from the side of the head to the eyebrow ridge, back down, follow this line, And then you can follow the cheek all the way down to the chin here. And so it's going to be the same thing on this side. And then you can get that base plate shape. And so that's what I'm looking for whenever I draw all my heads, all my head shapes. That's what I'm learning to do. It's really fun. It's super simple. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And after that, it's just the details. And so you can plot out the nose shape. This is where the mouth would be, the eyes. And that's like a basic skeleton. And so now I'm going to show you how I actually go about doing that really quick. Those are like the shapes that I'm thinking about and that I have in my mind when I'm trying to draw something. So now I'm going to show you what that looks like for this person. And yeah, I'm going to draw 2 more faces here. I think I got room for a couple more, so I'm going to do that. So like I said, I start off with the basic head shape. I plot out the side of the head, and then I figure out where the middle of the face is and put the chin in. This part is really fun. This is just where I get to zone out, like get really focused on the portrait and space out and just have fun. Like I said, I'm not trying to draw realism. I just want it to be semi-realistic. And so I'm just having fun. I'm being loose and enjoying my practice session. Nothing has to be perfect. I just want to fit as many portraits on the page as I can so I can get my reps in and I can practice as much as possible. And so same thing, I do this in a sketchbook, on paper, or in Clip Studio. So all in all, I think it's good just to challenge yourself and to not only draw young people but also older people. So that's about it for this video. Hopefully I was able to help you out, and let me know what the hardest part about drawing faces is for you. For me, it's definitely trying to draw faces at different angles, and so that's why I'm challenging myself to draw faces at more dynamic angles. But overall, just trying to get those reps in, practice as much as possible, and I can clearly see my improvement. You can definitely tell I'm improving just off the sketch I did 4 years ago and where I'm at now. And so I can't wait to see where I'm at in like another 4 or 5 years, with just consistent practice, consistently getting better. And so yeah, hopefully this helped you out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.